Well, hello, welcome everyone. Episode 29 of Floss Toss. I'm Rachel, Treehouse Fiber Arts on Instagram.
I'm Sue, Knit24 on Instagram.
Sue,
And
yeah,
I'm going into Discord and Twitch.
you guys, Sue and I are on Discord.
We don't know what that means. No, so Chelsea and I were together all weekend, and she was like, Mom, let's get you set up for this. I think it's a really cool platform, like for knit alongs, stitch alongs. I have to wrap my brain around it.
Right. And Joanna, Opera Joe, well, she's not Opera Joe anymore, but Joanna of Stitching the High
The
Notes.
high note.
She introduced us to Discord. We have a little group that we chat occasionally, and it's kind of fun in between our video chats to just throw things out there. But it's basically, isn't it just like a texting, like a
Kind
group
of.
with texting?
Kind of. It's like a combination of a Ravelry thread and texting to me.
There you go.
That's
Yes.
what it kind of reminds me of. But I think I might be in there under two different names.
You're that into it.
Name,
You already have two accounts. You're
no,
amazing.
it's because I didn't know I already had one, I think, and I tried to, I don't
Well,
know.
ever since you said that quote by Martha Stewart,
It's so
say it.
important
Say it again.
that a big piece of aging is staying very up on technology and all of that. And I heard that years ago. It really stuck with me because that's our connection, right? So we do need to stay current and for as long as we possibly can,
Yeah.
because I feel like it keeps us in community. It's a good thing. I mean, there's a lot about it that is not great, but there's a lot about it that is great.
Yes.
So it's finding a balance within social media, which for most people, you're too busy to overdo, right?
Mhm.
My breaking point is always at night. That's when I get sucked in, and that's when I get really agitated and frustrated with myself for the inability to stop going like this. It's a
Oh,
thing. It's a
yeah.
thing. So, so
Hmm.
yeah, so I do think it's very important to keep up with technology.
And I think Discord would be a fun way for all of us here to get to know each other better.
I
We
agree.
posed a question last episode, and I loved seeing where everyone was from and their local needlework store. People are from the most beautiful places watching us here in the US and all over the world. And I wrote down
Gonna
some
say
of the
that.
non-US places.
I
Oh
always
my
try to
gosh,
go back and look, and I forget right before we get on.
I'll give you a summary. So we've got beautiful places like Puerto Rico, London, Alberta, Canada, a small village in Shropshire, England, Queensland,
Oh,
Australia, Bateau Bay, Australia, Toronto, New Zealand, Nova Scotia, Surrey, British Columbia, Annahilt, Northern Ireland, the Sherwood Forest in the UK.
no.
I mean, that is so cool.
Well, so we will do our homework around this Discord
Yes.
thread. We'll talk with our good friend Joanna and then Chelsea. Justin is our IT guy. He's amazing. He really stays on top of it and helps Chelsea, who then helps me. He tries to help me, but it's hard. It's a lot. It's a lot. But it would be super cool to do it and have a group from here
Mm-hmm.
that we could interact,
The
and that'll
Floss
be
Tossers. And the way we got on it was we just got an invite. We clicked on it. We made a little account. It's completely free. It would be a really great way for us stitchers to show what we're working on together, I think.
I love it. I say,
Yeah.
you know what? That's the thing. I did sign up twice. Darn it. Because they said there was another knit 24. And I was like,
How is that
oh,
possible?
it's so easily possible, but yeah. So now I think I
We'll figure it out.
figure that out. But yeah, I love the idea of setting up something for our people here.
I agree.
Yeah.
So the other thing I realized, we completely missed our 1-year Flossiversary.
No.
Did we mention it ever?
It had to be week 26 because that's half of a year.
It was June 10th, 2020. How did we totally blow by that?
Was that episode 20? Does that fall into the episode 26? It should. You've been pretty faithful around the every 2 weeks.
Oh, I don't know. I don't put the dates on my show notes.
That's show notes again. Darn it, I should be better.
Yeah, so, we are so busy here in Floss Toss land that we completely spaced. But happy Flossiversary to us. We're in the thick of year 2.
That is so fun.
Just think June 10th, 2020, I think we were kind of on semi-lockdown. And just.
We were definitely. No, you know what? Last summer there was almost like a get out of jail free card there for a couple months, it felt like. And it's feeling the same now, where it's like we've been pretty free to be about, very safe. On my part, I do it very safely, very masked, everything still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And how about your birthday this last week, Sue? I'm not going to let you not.
It was last
celebrate here on Floss Toss.
I know. It was really fun. I like ordinary times. I don't like big holidays. I don't know why. I feel like, because then you got to stop and you got to make it perfect, and it's too much pressure for me.
Yeah, I agree.
It's way too much pressure. Like, I get all these expectations, and then I think there's also expectations of the birthday person, right? Like, I love what you're doing for them, and it's a lot of pressure. So it was very
sorry.
No, now that it's over, it's no big deal. But we went to Vermont, and it was just very quiet, and we were all together except my Benny, forget me not.
He needs that stitch. You got to finish that forget me not stitch.
No, there is a big music festival that somebody he knows puts on every year in the Lake Champlain area. I think it's on the New York side, and you camp out, and he lives for it. It was canceled last year.
Yeah.
This year it was very small. I was a little like, but it was small, and he feels bad. He doesn't need to feel bad. It's like,
no, not at all. He needed that for his mental health,
sanity.
His sanity for sure.
So him and his girlfriend are coming home in a couple of weeks, and I'll get them all to myself.
Yay. Oh, that'll be even better. Honestly,
I know. So,
well, I don't know about you, but I've got some cross stitch, some a little punch needle, because I don't think I shared with you a finish last time. Maybe some quilting if we have time, and we've got acquisitions, and the expo stuff is flowing into my shop. So I wanted to just share, because we had a good amount of people who are interested in just seeing the expo stuff. So that's pretty cool. I know, it was exciting, and I want to share.
So exciting! I can't wait. Well, and I can't wait to start getting my kits from you.
Oh, I mean, just from anywhere. The stuff from expo is so. It was just. Yeah, beautiful things coming for sure.
So tell me, because I feel like it might be there, and I don't want us to forget to talk about it. The magazine, has that come?
I contacted the magazine, and it should be coming to me this week. There were 2 different shipments. Last week's went out, so I think a lot of people got theirs, or they were able to go online and see. But for some reason, mine is,
that's okay.
The second shipment, so
that's okay. I just wanted to make sure we didn't forget that.
I'm like waiting for it any second. Maybe today it'll come, and I'll put it right in my shop when it comes.
Add one to my pile. How's my pile looking?
We got to talk about that. We'll have to figure out. I don't know exactly what you want. Anyways.
Okay.
Here we are. Should we talk cross stitch?
Let's talk cross stitch. I only worked on one thing. I honestly thought about it. It was not a heavy stitching time for me, which I thought I did a little. I have one partially finished and one I'm working on.
Okay. And I've got a few to show of works in progress. I don't think I have any finishes. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
Because I have so little, why don't you?
Okay, so I was so hoping for this episode I would have these made into pillows, but I don't. So these are done, and you saw them last time, but I started, and these are.
We only saw the witch last time.
Oh, really? Oh, that's right, I didn't have it with me. So the witch, these are from Quarry Ibata Quarry. I've got these kits in my shop, but they're just so cute, and I'm using them for the Fill Your Dole Bowl sale that we're very casually doing here on Floss Toss. But yeah, there's the cute little pumpkin guy. I loved stitching that bag, and stitching the words on there was so fun. It says trick or treat. It's such a cool font.
I love stitching Halloween. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's my absolute favorite to stitch.
And then I just started the ghost. I started with the little owl. Aren't you impressed? I have little pieces cut out that I serged, all ready to go. This was a little darker piece. I mentioned before, I just sprayed some antique white 36 count Zweigart with the antiquing spray from Primitive Gatherings, and I really like how that worked for me.
I love it.
So yeah, and what I'm doing is I'm doing it all over one except for the white and the ghost and the shawls.
Oh, you mean you're stitching one strand over two?
Yeah. Is that
over one?
Oh, yes. Oh goodness, I'm stitching 2 over 2, and the ghost is on the bottom. Let's see.
I love him. I think that's the one I started.
There, yeah. So, and I just because DMC white, I just thought would be a little too, and I like how the white is showing up better.
Yes.
So that is, yeah, that's where I'm at. I cut up all the rest of the pieces, so I'm just ready to go.
Oh my goodness.
Which is great. And I have to say one more time, I love having these scissors in every bag, and I am loving this size bag for my stitching. I love these cheap bags.
Me too. All my stitching is in them.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I love all the beautiful bags.
I do too, and I have my share. But I'm finding, now that's a smaller one, but the bigger samplers and the bigger pieces, I don't know. I can see right through them. I know what's in. I don't know.
Yeah.
I actually have to order more.
There's the floss for that project, which I just love looking at because it's so pretty. All right. So that's my first Halloween one. I think that's all I wanted to share.
I only have one cross stitch. The other's embroidery. But I have a pair in every bag, and I love it. I'm never looking for scissors when it comes to stitching. I wish I had glasses in every bag. Me
too.
That's a little bit more of an investment. Well, I am so excited about this piece, and I'm so excited that I'm still enjoying it, because there's another piece I really want to start, and I haven't yet, because I just don't want to put this down. I finished the alphabet last night.
Oh, it's so good. It's so coming along.
I'm telling you, all I've left is this section.
Look at the bottom.
Look at the bottom.
Oh.
I do the walkways still are, see the, hold on. Like this little area still needs to be filled in, but I cannot even tell you how much I love it. The numbers are completely done. The very bottom is completely done.
And you're doing 1 over 2 on 36?
1 over 2 on 36. And the alphabet is completely done, and the top is completely done. So really all I have left is another little set of mice on the other side and that center panel, which I am going to really buckle down and work on.
This would be fun. You're so inspired to get this one done. Are you going to send it to Paige?
I think I am. I just want it so badly quickly that I'm considering, I don't know, I should just probably wait and send it to her, because I want it. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, she needs to Give
Yeah,
it its due. Maybe you can pull rank, Sue.
that's what I thought.
Don't tell anyone, okay?
I was thinking that, but I don't know that there's any rank to be pulled because
I know.
she's got a lot of really good customers.
I know. I don't think we rank up there with the
I don't
best.
think we do either. But
So Joan Ellicott, right? Is that the designer's name on that?
yeah.
I think because I was watching Stitch Roadies, Anna, and
Yes.
she pulled out a Joan Ellicott book of all Native American stitching, and it was they're gorgeous. So she's been around and has books. I'd like to see some of her other stuff.
You know what? Now I'm so curious because just as you said her name, I was like, I've never looked at what else she's done.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll insert a picture of that cover of that book. I think that Anna is going to be stitching that one for a sale that she's doing with somebody.
so now I'm curious, does she do a lot of the monochromatic? Or are they just in that book? Did she show any?
Oh, it's all colorful.
Oh,
Yeah. I wonder while we're talking, I can maybe look it up.
I love this piece. And people totally get how much I love this because I love it so much.
Oh, it's just gorgeous. And you know, the whole bottom section looks like it could be
Oh,
like on its own.
you could take, so if you love it, but you go, you know what, I don't want to do this section. You don't have to. You can pick, you could just do that section right there. Or you could do it with this on the top. You could move this all around to work for you. Or put this on the top and then below it do the letters and then this on the bottom to weight it down.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the way she's designed it because I love every part of the design. But if you're like, I love this, just do this.
Oh, she's got a same version, but it's for Christmas Eve. A companion. Go on to 123 Stitch, or let's see if I can share my screen. Post disabled participant screen. Do you remember how to? Because then I will put it on here and see. Show the people. Oh my gosh, she's got a Christmas redwork collection.
Okay. Oh, are you there?
I'm here. Whoa, what's that?
It says.
Oh, you're sharing.
Oh, darn it. Oh, I'm way over there. Top chair. Okay, I don't know what I did.
Oh, how funny. Okay. Well, oh my gosh.
Is it like, what's in it? Santa?
Darn it, we can't share screen.
I'm looking it up. I can't even wait. I have to look it up.
Yeah, look it up. Go 123 Stitch.
And I'm going to show it on here.
Oh, yeah, good idea. Joan Ellicott cross stitch. Elliott. Joan Elliott.
Joan Elliott. Oh, no, this is going to be awful.
Oh, my gosh. She's got Winter Geisha. Oh, her Father Christmas is stunning.
What's that one called?
This, I'll scroll here. It's just Christmas Eve sampler. Oh, my gosh, Sue. It's so cute.
Then she has one called A Year of Silhouette. Oh, okay.
You need a companion piece.
Oh my goodness.
Can you share it with the people? Oh my gosh, yes.
Do you think that's black?
I mean,
oh my
Christmas
goodness.
Eve sampler. It looks like it could be dark green. Wouldn't that be gorgeous?
Dark, dark, dark. Look at that, you guys.
Oh, she did it on 28 count.
This might have been on 28.
Yeah. Oh my word.
This is killing me right now.
That is gorgeous. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But again, oh my gosh, you could just do, oh my gosh, I need the whole thing.
Did you see the Christmas redwork collection?
No, hold on. You can cut this out if we have.
Yeah, I'm going to try and edit it so it's a little less.
I see a blue Delft.
I mean, she's got a lot of ladies, you know, like.
Yeah. Oh. That has actually pieces of the other one, kind of, sort of. Oh my, sorry, I'm like, everyone, show it. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I will be honest, I don't love the red she chose.
Yeah,
I would
and it
go,
might just be your screen.
it could be. I think I would go a little more cranberry-ish, but then she did what I was talking about. She broke it into sections.
Oh my gosh, our Christmas pillows.
All right.
Or just those little ones on the wall, framed simply all in a cluster would be so cute.
Or in our dough bowls.
Because we do need Christmas dough bowls.
I'm telling you, my life is getting more and more and more frustrating.
I need to clone myself. All right, any more Halloween you want to share?
I do
Or
have
others?
Halloween, but it's not cross stitch. But you know what? As long as it's Halloween, let's just show it. Because
Yeah.
this is it for my stitching. I kind of
It's
feel like a
stitching.
slouch, but I did get a lot of that done. And
Oh, how cool.
I love it. I love working on it so much. So that one is done.
Crabapple Hill.
Till Hocus Pocusville, which we will go into that later, but I'll just show the stitching part. And then I even just love the drawings.
Which Olivia said she's going to put Pumpkin Hollow quilting.
Yes.
She's going to put it up behind her next
Yeah.
episode. Oh, fun.
I know. Oh my gosh,
Are you doing it with one thread or two? Or
two. So I'm doing the loop method. So there's
Yeah.
not a lot of knotting. I don't think there's any knotting. I love it.
Yeah, perfect loop method, and then just tuck in the end when you snip it.
But now the other thing I've heard, and I'm sure you've heard it on all of the podcasts, is Joanne Fabric has anchor thread on a spool now.
I got some
Did you get
yesterday.
some?
I did.
I was out and about and I didn't end up running into Joanne's because I wanted to see it. How much was it per spool? I'm so curious.
It was cheap, like $1 or something. Yeah, I couldn't believe. I'm completely.
Now, is it
Wow.
normal, like 6 strands?
I don't know where I put it.
You're just making me feel so good about myself right now.
I know. Oh wait, is it in here? It is. Okay. So I'm working on kitting up something, and I decided for my own sample, I am going to. So what I did is for something that I'm working on kitting up, I called for 738 in DMC. They, as we all know, floss, everything is so hard. I went to 3 stores and found this floss, but not enough for my own. So I just did the equivalent for Anchor, and I have not looked at it yet. So let's take a look.
1 strand.
So, no, it's 6.
Wow.
Yeah, 1. Oh, these contacts. I think maybe it's more than 6. 1, 2, 3. I think it's 6. Yeah.
You can see your face right now. It's perfect.
Oh my gosh, my allergies are so bad. My eyes are so puffy right now.
And how can you wear contacts when allergies are so bad?
See, I'm trying these. Here we go on a tangent. I'm trying these new contacts where my left contact is for close up and my right is for distance, and it's like, ooh, but I'm getting used to it. It's taking me a while though. But no, this is 6 strands.
Very
So,
cool.
yeah, you can pull out.
And a lot of people prefer Anchor.
Yeah, I might buy a big spool, or big. I think they only have one size, but a spool of white, just in black.
Black. I wish I had known. I should have known. I've used both. I've worked with both. The black, they say there's better. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me, but the coverage is better.
I've heard that too.
Yeah.
It feels like it's the same. Wait, I'm holding both up, and I don't know. I'm going to stitch with it and see.
Yeah. And you can probably go online and print off a DMC Anchor conversion.
Yeah, I did that. Well, I didn't print it out. I did that in the store while I was in front of the thing on my phone.
So you don't have to do that work. It's already done for you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I wish it came out just like 2 strands or 1 strand. That would be so nice. Not have to cut and then split.
Yeah, you're still, it's not a perfect solution. Oh,
Yeah.
little girls out there.
Uh-oh. Hi, Winnie. Okay, so any more on your Hocus Pocus quilt? Okay,
Not
so I worked on this one a little bit. Ooh, am I holding it the right way?
trying.
I don't know. What do you think? Is it?
I love it.
I think it'll work out okay.
And I love the fabric.
Oh, this fabric is so cool, but I have to tell you, it took a long time for me to get into a groove with it. I did the 2 bats first with 1 strand over 2, and those went okay, but when I went to 2 strands over 2, which is the dark witch, I'm doing all a little bit heavier so she stands out and she looks like she's up closer. It took a while. I had a lot of frogging. It was driving me crazy. I'm doing 1 strand of that yellow and white for the moon.
Smart.
Do you think it's okay?
You know,
coverage?
the other thing you could have done, it's too late now, but you could have done 2 strands, but only done a half across.
Well, yeah. I don't know.
I've done that before on moons and it looks really good. I feel like next time I'll pull out my ridiculous, gigantic witch that I stitched from Stony Creek 1,000 years ago. The framing, like I did it at the time, it was fantastic. Now it's like, really? But I love the piece so much. And I believe on that one, I might have done a half cross. I feel like I've done that before on something.
I like that idea. I've done that before when I have to do an over 1 section, you know, 1 over 1. But that would have been a great idea. Well, next time I do a moon.
Yeah, yeah.
But now it's going well, you know, and this is all full coverage, and I haven't done a lot of full coverage in my stitching life. So that was also just making me like cross-eyed half the time when I look at the chart. So I learned to highlight what I've done.
Yes.
And boy, does that help.
Tell me this, how would you feel about outlining the whole witch, like put all the outline stitches on, so then you just have to fill?
Well, that's what I kind of started doing.
Yeah, that's a game changer.
Yeah.
You can just outline. Even
see, that's what I've done here. All I'm doing is filling in black. I outlined. I didn't outline with the black, but I outlined with the yellow. The white. And the highlighting is a game changer. I really like color patterns. They are so nice for me just to stay straight because I get cross-eyed.
Who's the designer for that?
This is, oh yeah, I should have shown the pattern.
Oh, is that Glenn?
Autumn Lane. This is Autumn Lane.
Oh, okay. Because the other thing for me, when I was, oh my God, that is beautiful. When I was designing, I would have done, and maybe they did, I can't tell, the witch, the symbol would have been either like a black square or a black circle so that it popped right out.
That would have been nice.
Yeah, you need to use a lot of contrasting symbols when you're doing a piece like that.
No, it's so true. That would be really helpful. I mean, it kind of is, you know, a little bit, but a dark circle would have been, or square would have been nice.
Just something that really makes it bold.
Mm-hmm. The highlighter I'm using is a friction marker highlighter, so that is nice too when you're highlighting, that you can erase it. If like you by accident, you know, it's just nice. And at the end, when I'm done with this pattern, I may, if I want to pass it, or you know, who knows, I may just erase all of my highlighting.
Yeah.
But
the other thing is, I think it was on my Jesus, which I still never got back to. I might have used, no, I think I only used 1 color highlighter.
I thought about that too, but I didn't have another one.
Yeah. Well, it's beautiful. And did you already tell us what the fabric was?
Oh, no, it's murky.
Well,
Picture this plus murky. And it's 32 count, which, you know, 32 count, it's like, sometimes 1 floss isn't enough, but 2 is too thick. I'm sure that's, you know, why a lot of people prefer 36 over 32 or even 28 over 32.
But a hand-dyed 32 is different than a regular 32 because it closes in a little bit.
And this did.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just not the standard feel. It's almost like a chalky feel when you're working with it. Honestly, it's not the most pleasant experience that I'm having with this fabric.
Yeah. It looks
But
like
I
a
love
harder
it.
one. I love it, but
The look.
it looks like it's a harder one to manage just because you have dark sections and light sections, and that's got to
Yes.
mess with your eyes.
And yeah, the light sections on this murky fabric in the background, it's hard to see the squares. So I only work on this if I have time during the day where bright sunlight's coming through. I cannot work on it with artificial light. It just does not work.
Have you looked at, I'm about to buy one of those Stella lights.
That new one that I keep seeing that's got the base, but I look at the price and I'm like.
So Priscilla and Chelsea had a 50% off code.
50%?
I'm pretty sure it was 50.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. What if it was only 15 and I heard 50? Anyway.
Well, I think I saw Fat Quarter Shop has $50 off. Stella is having a sale right now, but isn't it like $300?
Really? No, never mind then.
Or 200 and some. That's what, like that one that everybody has, that Halo one that's smaller. It seems a little smaller than this big Stella base. It just looks big to me. So I wonder if it's everybody's feeling that way, that it's like a little more pricey.
Yeah, I'm not willing to spend that much.
No.
But I bought my mom one at Joann's. I think it's an aught.
Yeah.
But it's a table base. Like I have the big one that I use in my chair.
Me too.
I'm sick of looking at it, to be honest with you, but it works.
I know.
But I bought her one with a base, and then it had like containers in the base where you could put your scissors and your phone, and I'm considering getting that one.
Would that work over your shoulder, like when you're not at a table?
I'm going to put it like on my bedside, because I stitch in bed in the morning a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I would more in the wintertime at night, because I go to bed so early.
Mm-hmm. And it's so dark right away.
So dark. So,
so I need help with lighting, and I have that same old aught light I've had for years, and I almost feel like that aught light, I don't know if I don't have the right bulb in it, but it just does weird things to my eyes and my fabric at night. I'm having
Depends on the fabric. We've talked about that.
Yeah, that's right.
We've talked about that. I just have to be aware the modern milkman is coming today. I don't think Winnie's outside.
Do you have to answer the door, or does he leave it in a
No,
container?
but Winnie is brutal to anybody that comes. And she just barks.
Yeah.
And most people are like, is she friendly? I'm like, yeah, but you don't know. So.
Yeah. Sampler September. This is the one I worked on the most. And I got the whole border done.
Rachel, you're going to be done with that. I love the size.
Yeah. Now it's going fast. Oh, it's tiny for me. That border, I thought it was going to be so boring. I've never gotten into such a zone as I did with this border, and I actually craved doing it at night because it's just so meditative. If you get into a sequence, and next thing you know, you're done with a row. And I was turning my fabric. I mean, the X's are all in the same direction, but this one I really played around with it so I could just go. I don't know. It's new to me, but I'm sure many of you are like, oh yeah, that's how I always do my borders. But
I do the same thing. I just want to text Dave and tell him I'm tossing.
Yep. And I'm gonna just show. I can't wait to now get the inside done. I'd love to get this done.
You're gonna get that done.
Jessie Watson, Hands Across the Sea. I think it was a little gem.
I think it was.
That she put out.
Milk.
Yeah. And this one is on, the other thing is this one is on an even weave Lugana.
I'm dying to work on that.
And oh boy, that's another thing that it just, after working on the murky linen, this was just a dream. And I know it's not linen, but I don't care. I enjoy it, and
beautiful.
It works.
I really miss Lugana. I'm going to get myself some. That's all I used to work. I used to work on 25 count Lugana. When I bring the witch in, you'll see it's gigantic.
That's the Lori Holt vintage fabric is 25. Oh, some of it is 25.
And I love that.
I do too. And I'm going to be kitting up some of my stuff with Lugana and even some Ada linens, I think. Because I've heard people, you know, want to have some different fabrics. Especially I've had some people say, could you get some Ada stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And the Lugana is such a easy to learn on fabric if you want to take that next step.
Yeah.
Away from Ada. Although people love Ada, there's nothing wrong with it, especially the hand-dyed ones now.
Oh, they're beautiful. And I'll show you at the end how pretty they can be.
Can't wait.
Pink goes in this one because it's got pink in it. See, I'm making my scissors match.
I love it.
The Halloween one is in here, and I've got yellow scissors. I'm just all about the matching scissors.
Can I tell you this though? Those scissors are like a magnet for Winnie, and I constantly find them in her mouth, and it freaks.
She did that once,
and it freaks me out because they're sharp. I'm like,
really
oh my,
sharp.
And it will be with the cover off. So I am so careful.
Yes.
When I have them, but it's like she cannot stay away from them. She loves them.
Is it the bright colors, or I don't know. I wish they'd come out with other colors now. Okay, we're back.
We're back.
I love when people say that on their podcast. Because of course we're back. It's like when you're watching it, you're like, it just boom, boom. But when you live it, it's different.
It's different.
I don't know if last time I shared with you, I picked up my Ultimate Beginner Quilt from, that's the online tutorial from Fat Quarter Shop. I pieced it and shared it on Instagram a lot. And it came back from the quilters. Did I share the quilting?
I don't remember because I feel like you put up a poll about the binding. Did you bind it?
No, not yet. I put up a poll, but that was on Instagram. I don't think I showed it to the people on Floss Toss. But can you see the swirls?
Oh my gosh, Rachel.
I know. It's so wonderful. The quilting does hide all the flaws.
Oh. But you know what? Oh my gosh. Do you feel like a quilter with a medium-sized Q or a big Q now?
Oh, definitely little.
But it looks perfect.
I look at this and I'm like, how can I do that again without the hand holding from Fat Quarter Shop? But, and I love the backing. It's all that newsprint. So the binding I use, I'm going to do a scrappy binding with a lot of these colors.
Oh,
like this coral and the yellow and the blues.
Yes, I'm so sorry about her barking.
Oh, it's okay. So that's the quilt. Very happy. It took 10 weeks to get it back, but it's worth it. It went fast all summer.
Did it take that long?
Yeah, it did.
Now, Nicole's needlework.
Oh my gosh.
She's prolific.
What the heck?
She's gonna drive me crazy.
She just gets them done so fast.
But she sends them somewhere and they come back really quick.
I think I just got unlucky. It's probably one of the only quilt shops in Grand Rapids here that had an online information about quilting. Because when I took it in, she said, "Oh, I've gotten so many people have made so many tops over the quarantine that I was going to be at least 10 weeks." And I was like,
it is I do think that's the norm. I don't know who Nicole uses. She talks about her though.
I think I wrote it down somewhere and I might try that.
It might be worth it. I know I kind of was like, oh, I might keep that in mind for when I finish any quilt.
So I've just been working on the pieces for the next one, just so the people out there can see. You know, this is using that interfacing from Lori. Oops, I hit something.
I hit something.
We're having all kinds of technical issues.
He's going away. Okay.
We're back.
We're back. Oh my gosh. I feel like we're going to turn into chaos.
I know. Lori Holt's interfacing really, she made it special for her applique technique. And I love her technique. I just think it's clean and crisp and
I have to watch. I've got to get back. Tell me this. I just want to backtrack for 1 minute. Yeah. When you do your Halloween ornaments, do you put anything like on those to make them a little, or do you just fabric and linen?
I've never done it, but I plan to do it the way I've seen Anna from Stitch Roadies. She puts SF 101 fusible, it's that fusible lightweight interfacing. She fuses that to the back of the stitch and then makes the pillow.
Stitch piece.
Yeah, she likes to give it a little more heft to kind of match with the heft of the fabric. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks really nice.
Okay, I was thinking that. So yeah, okay, sorry to interrupt you.
I got a Lady Dot Creates shipment, so I've got some black like pom-pom stuff for around the pillows, you know, and I got some of her velveteen for the backs.
Why aren't you my neighbor?
I know. I could totally share.
Well,
Maybe I'll stick some in your pack.
I feel like we need, I need guidance. I literally just need someone to hold my hand. I'm such a baby.
Lori Holt is holding my hand, and
I know.
Fat Quarter Shop lady,
yeah,
Kimberly, is holding my hand for quilting. So
I know, that's what I have to do.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's the starting, it's the getting organized and taking the time to start, as usual. It's that's the part. Okay, what's next?
Do you want to see what I got?
Let me just, did I show the final?
No, darn it.
My punch needle.
Oh,
I've got you, my pretty, is done.
Oh my gosh, mine is still sitting right there. I look at it every day.
Yeah, just punch for 10 minutes and you'll get a bunch done. It goes
That's
fast.
what I keep, you know, that's exactly what I keep thinking. Like, just sit there for a half hour. Like, take a break. Oh my gosh, I love it so much.
I put on my Instagram stories yesterday, Amy Oxford, she makes punch needles for thicker threads like yarn. And she had a really good point of using both hands. It makes sense to just to kind of vary it up so that you get hurt hands. So that's what I'm doing, and it's helping. I don't know how I'm finishing it, but it's going to be a finish.
It needs some wool behind it. You might have to order some wool from Michelle.
Oh, that's a great idea.
A really fun rusty, maybe, color.
It would be a cute pillow on my couch in front of other pillows because it's not small.
Oh my gosh. So I treated myself yesterday to go out and about for like an hour because I've been like so stuck to this room.
Yeah.
And I went to like Home Goods places. I'm not a shopper, so it's a whole new world when I do it. They had the cutest, cutest, cutest Halloween, like primitive pillows. I wanted to buy them so badly, but I didn't. It's so hard to. First, Winnie would eat it.
Yeah.
Second, anyone that sits on my couch just throws the pillows anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, and thirdly, I go to those places, I'm like, oh, I should make that.
Oh.
And I come home and it's like, oh.
It's inexpensive either. And I thought, oh, I don't know. I am so cheap when it comes to, like, I will spend any amount of money on needlework or quilting but things like that, I become this like, no, that's too much money. I mean, $19.99, that's really not expensive, but I also needed 3 because that's how I roll. And so then we're up to $60. And then I think, well, $60 could buy me so much in this world. So I can't make up my mind. I ended up buying one thing for $5.99 and called it a day.
No, I'm right there with you. I need somebody to just go shop for me, bring me what's going to look good in my room and make it look like a place I want to sit in and be inspired in.
Yeah, same. Assistance. We need assistance for everything.
Yeah, I had a friend when I lived in Tacoma who had a gift with arranging shelves with, you know, your schmick schmack. And she came over. I had 2 floor to ceiling shelves flanking the fireplace in our house in Tacoma, and I just did not know how to put things in. She came, we took everything off, and she just did her magic, and it was incredible.
I love
she has a gift for that.
that.
I know. I mean, she's like stacking books to put things on, and she had all kinds of great little ideas.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, well. All right. So we've talked cross stitch, punch needle, quilting. Yes, let's see what you got.
Okay, well, I ordered from Fat Quarter. No. 1, 2, 3 Stitch. I can't remember what I showed last week. Did I show? I showed the Kitten Stitcher stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I did not have a lot. I wanted to start this, and I needed all the specialty threads. And I did go all specialty. I don't know why. And I can't believe I haven't started this. I'm using this delicious fabric.
What's that?
36 count dark mountain. I don't know who dyed it.
You got it from Kit and Stitcher.
In Stitcher.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be stunning.
We have such exciting news. Let's just say that out loud.
I know.
So then I was like, oh, I went on to 123 Stitch and I ordered, and I discovered I had stuff in my cart. Did you ever do that?
Yes.
I'm not a fill a cart person. So I don't even know if I got them all. I haven't even opened them, but I got this. But then I had put this in my cart. Did you ever end up getting this?
I did, and I haven't started them.
What a lovely book.
And it's color, patterns, big.
Big,
You know,
huge.
I love how it's organized. I'm going to be able to see it. I know. I want to do that witch first. I love her gingham
That's
apron.
like a 3-hour project.
I know.
Well,
And I want. Gosh.
we're gonna like tie your hands to your side.
Doing? It's like I think my plug is bad or something.
That could be. So anyways, I got this, which I wanted all along, but I kept hesitating because it's a little pricey, but worth it. The way it's published, it's worth it.
And it's 5 patterns. I know they're little, but
And it's in a book. It's
uh-huh.
It's not inexpensive to publish this way at all.
It can't be.
So that
It can't be cheap.
Then I don't know when I put this in my cart, but I'm so excited about it.
You mean, wait a minute. You had things in your cart you forgot about and they all came?
Oh, no.
Oh, you knew it was there
when I went to check out, I was like, I'm just going to keep them in there.
Okay.
How sweet this is.
Yes, I loved that one that's from last year, I think.
I
So
don't know
cute. Brenda Gervais.
Gervais. I just loved it. I thought, I'm getting it.
Is it pillow size? So cute.
It's not tiny. A 9 by 10.5 inch piece of fabric. So it's good size.
Yeah. Oh, how cute. I can't wait to start winter stitching. I feel like I'm going to start winter in October.
This is so interesting. This is done in pearl cotton. That's a great way to do white. You could have done that. You could have done number 12. I think it's number 12.
I wondered about that.
Size number 5. Wow, that's really big. But you could use a 12 on your witch. You could have done that black. That would have been fabulous.
I wondered.
Then I really wanted this. Again, I feel like the picture, is this killing you that I haven't shown it to you yet?
Yes.
The picture is okay, but I love it.
Ooh.
A bunch of people are doing this.
I've seen that one. It's so pretty.
Yeah, so I'm super excited about this.
So pretty. Who's that by? Is that Brenda too?
Brenda.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brenda Gervais.
Yeah, I've
I
seen
really like Brenda Gervais. Actually,
Oh.
all these are Brenda Gervais.
It's like a Brenda Gervais feast.
Okay, so it's killing me not to start the Halloween piece. I wanted to on my birthday. If I had been home, that would have been a birthday start. I didn't do a birthday start.
That's been on my mind because I have a big birthday, like a really big birthday,
And when is
coming
your birthday again?
October 2nd.
Rachel, it's right around the corner. Is
And
this a big one?
This is like, I think probably one of the biggest you can do because it's really like I'm a half a century. I don't know. I just can't. I don't think 60 is going to feel like 50 because 50 is like, whoa.
I'm trying to ignore that number. I really am, because it's ridiculous to focus on it, because I don't feel that at all. Like, I think it's a ridiculous number that I am right now. Rachel.
Sweet mother.
This might be part of the 50 thing.
We want to guide you on technology, people. We're really like The blind leading the blind.
Blind.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. And
Yeah, so
everything
I need to start. Like, what do you start when you turn 50?
else, something big.
I know, and I can't think of maybe another modern folk embroidery.
Yes, that or a long dog. Oh, you know what I did? No, I did this for 60. I did a red work, the Harriet Salt. That was and
Oh yes.
that you do need to do something to mark it so that when you finish it, because my goal
When
was,
I'm 80.
yeah, my goal was 65, which I still have a good amount of time to go. Oh my God. Again, I don't even know how it's possible.
50 is the new 30.
50 is nothing. 40, I made such a big deal out of, and it was nothing.
Honestly, it's never bothered me. I just feel grateful. Like, some people don't make it to 50.
I know, and it's always bothered me, and I forget to be grateful.
Here we go. Let's talk about death. We always talk about death.
No, okay.
Okay.
I have so much fun quilting stuff.
Oh my gosh, you went to a quilting shop in Vermont.
Yes, oh my gosh. So it is an amazing shop. Oh, the name of it is Outside. It's in Essex Junction, 5 minutes from Chelsea's house. We went in a long time ago, her and I, we were wandering around town. And I've been saying for the last 3 visits, I want to go to the quilt shop. I want to go to the quilt shop. So everyone was so sweet about my birthday. Like, Mom, what do you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
We could go to the quilt shop. And I was like, absolutely, I want to go to the quilt shop.
Mm-hmm.
So I talked about this on Periscope. We went to the quilt shop. We went to the farm stand, which is the most fabulous farm stand. There's nothing like food in Vermont. There's nothing like it. It's totally different, I will tell you. It tastes better. It's totally different. And it was just like old times for me and Chelsea. Like, we were laughing, and it just warmed my heart and made me miss her even more. But that's okay. I'm so grateful. This is where my gratitude comes in. I'm so grateful that today, if I wanted to go see them, I can get in the car and go. I have the ability. It's only 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
When I don't have that anymore, I'll be sad. By then, maybe I'll live up there.
Yeah, I think that you should.
I know, someday. So anyways, my goal was, and I'll tell you why, because something else I'm going to do. I wanted to get the fabric for this. Having said that, I didn't bother to bring this with me. So they had the most gorgeous fat quarter selection, like gorgeous. So I didn't get the background, which I can get online. I feel like I could find that anywhere. But I got, oh my gosh. And I feel like it's enough. All of these.
Oh, so pretty colors.
So I got some lights, because it looks like it's just a 9 patch. Yeah, I can do it. Look at me. I'm like, yeah, I can do it. So Saturday is my day. Dave gave for my birthday a full day in the house by myself.
No humans or dogs.
No humans or dogs. And then he and Jake will get back probably at dinner time and make me a lovely dinner, probably lobster.
Oh.
I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, you better do this. I hope you work on this.
I hope this is what I'm going to work on. I'm all over the map. I'm going to be like a deer in headlights. So
yeah.
I feel like I have to have a plan. I think tomorrow I am going to clean and decorate my house so that I wake up on Saturday and it feels, you know what I mean? It's
totally.
Like I get to now enjoy. I have a ton of work to do. I'm just ignoring it. But I'm hoping to get started on the 9 patches. Isn't this beautiful?
It is. It's going to be beautiful. And yeah. Ooh, fun.
So what has prompted me to do this? So like, I want to really work on this. I want to get all the stitching done because my aunt, who is a huge quilter, huge, like in a quilt off, she would probably be the winner. Like, she's so good. She's almost to a fault, like a perfectionist. So I'm not a perfectionist. I don't ever want to be a perfectionist.
No.
But so she's also getting up there in age, and she's realizing she's got to start getting rid of stuff. So she's been gathering and selling, and I knew she bought the Witches of Salem one like this. I knew she had bought it. I didn't think she'd be selling it, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to check with her. So I just said to my mom, who talks to her every day, you know, could you just check with her and make sure that's not part of what she's selling? Because if it is, I want to buy it from her. And my aunt called me the other day and said, I'm going to be sending you that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'll buy it. You don't want it? She was like, I bought two.
Oh.
She bought one for her daughter-in-law, who bought one herself.
Oh my gosh.
So she said, Sue, I don't have the pattern though, or the patterns. And I was like, no big deal. I'll get them right now. So I went online. So for people that don't know what I'm talking about, I don't think I need this one, but it's The Mystery of the Salem Witches from Crab Apple Hill, and go look at it. So you color it, you stitch it. I wish I had the whole thing. Hold on.
And you use crayons?
Crayons. I don't know what's in the kit. I have no idea. So let's do this in order. This, I think, is not part of it, but I thought it might be.
It's cute.
It's cute. It's just witches holding quilts.
Yeah.
Super cute. I could just do a panel if I chose. I don't think that's part of it. Part one. So if you look at the bottom, that's the panel. I think there's 3 panels.
And so you can buy the panels separately?
Each panel is a separate book.
The design, because you're going to be copying it on to the paper or to your fabric?
Fabric. So the bottom shows you what the whole thing is. I'm going to open one to see if you can see the whole quilt.
I love the whole idea of coloring.
I'm nervous. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous.
You color first and then stitch? No.
I've
watched.
There's a video.
Yeah. And she actually colors it all in white first.
Yes.
Because I saw you can buy from her like a pack of 24 white.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to have to do my research on there because what I'd like to, and then I believe, I'm just opening it, hoping there's a picture of the whole quilt. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
That is just going to be so fun.
What if he just wants to do one witch and just like a little panel of it? Oh,
you could, to practice, you could just do like a little pillow or something.
It would be so cute.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I cannot wait. I don't know when she's going to put it in the mail. I'm like a kid at Christmas though. Like,
oh my
gosh. This one has, so all the quilting is around the edge, I think. Now, Olivia has done this one too.
Okay.
I've seen hers done. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Well, and then because when I found this one and wanted to start it, I thought I really wanted to do it with Chelsea and make one for each of the girls when I die. Nobody gets it till I die. I probably won't finish it till I die. So now each girl will get be left one of these.
How big is that in the finished? Is that a wall hanging size?
68 by 68.
Yeah. So
wall hanging?
Well, my quilt is 60 by 60 and it's kind of a lap. Oh, that's a nice size.
Yeah. I see them draped over couches and
oh, that would be so pretty.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited too. It makes me want to jump in, but
This one I find to be incredibly manageable because there's a lot of houses, but they go fast. They go fast. Like I almost feel like I want to commit to one a month. So there's 12. So I feel like it's manageable. I'm still not sure about the quilting afterwards. Like Michelle of Wool and Under the Woolen Willow.
Yeah.
Michelle. Hers is like she only did one and it's already quilted, like one of the blocks. So is she doing like a quilt as you go kind of
Yeah,
thing?
sounds like it.
I wanted to ask her. I don't really know her. I just buy everything from her.
Well, and the quilting can really add to it. You want to send it off to a quilter who, like I'm thinking that Ruby Blue Quilts lady on Instagram that I love.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and you want to have almost like stars or something that goes with the theme, right?
Yes, like for
Oh.
that, pumpkins or
Yeah.
witches' hats or I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
That made me think of posts that I saved because I wanted to try it. Let's see if it comes up here. This is an old picture they put on fabric and then they stitched in the flowers. Is it showing up okay? Isn't that a neat way? And my great-grandparents were florists. And so I got to look for some picture like that and do some stitching. I just thought that was the neatest idea.
Well, and do some really textured stitching, like get a Sue Spargo book, right?
Ooh,
they had one of those. I should have gotten it at the quilt shop. Rachel, you're gone again. I should have gotten it. I should have looked around more. I had a mask on and I'm really having trouble and I wear them everywhere, but feeling very claustrophobic.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, so I would have stayed for hours and I was like, you know what? And Chelsea was feeling the same, but I am going to go in again. But
go by yourself next time, you know.
And just wander and wander. But a Sue Spargo book, because like bullions and all, you know, all those fantastic stitches for flowers.
Yes.
So
even
cool.
like they all have those hats on with the flowers. I could put some. Oh, I got to work on that for sure.
Yeah, even if you accented their clothes a little, it'd be so cool.
I know. Well, anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay.
It's a lot. I'm not usually such a buyer. I've really been buying.
That wasn't that much though.
It wasn't bad.
No. I have not been buying anything for Rachel. I've been buying a lot for Treehouse Fiber Arts. It's so much fun. And now stuff is starting to trickle in. Fabrics are very, very hard to come by now. And a lot of the fabrics that designers used in the expo, you can't order as a supplier, 6 months down the road. And so that's making me think out of the box. And so I talked to a yarn dyer that I know of that has a lot of the equipment.
How lucky are you that your good friend is a dyer? How
was that for a transition, Sue? Take it from here.
Okay, so I will be providing, we're going to talk after we're done doing this, but I started playing yesterday. I want to show the right side. So I started playing yesterday. This is probably
playing with your special dies. Oh yeah, I can see the modeling nice. Hold it back a little farther so it's not blown out.
I feel like I do this when I get fabric is I pick the side I like the best.
Yeah.
So this was just a piece. This was the piece that you had sent to go with the Halloween.
Yeah, and you had that strip of.
I had it, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to play with that. I wish you could really see this up. There's a lot going on in there.
What would you call that color?
It's a hard one because it's got some. I don't know. They're going to be legacy linens.
Makes sense.
Because I'm legacy fiber art. So legacy linens, and I don't know. I feel like I'm going to have you help me with naming because Chelsea is our namer. I do some, but she does a lot. But this I started on a cream base, and I have a box outside of antique white base. So that's going to read differently. And I'm so excited. I ordered a bunch of dyes within browns and grays, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. So
The
Sue
learning
is,
process.
it's a learning process, I'm sure, especially because it's a different dye than you use
It's
for
a
the yarn.
different dye. It's a different mordant. Is that what you call it?
Mhm.
So it's a different mordant, and I have a lot of playing to do. It's like it's funny though, like I've had the stuff for well over a week, maybe 2 weeks, and I'm one that has to look at it a lot. And then I have to solve the problem in my brain. It's
Mhm.
really weird because when I dye yarn, I dye yarn. This is the color I'm dyeing today, brand new, that's it. I don't play around. I solve all the problems in my head ahead of time.
Mhm.
And since I'm not as familiar with these colors and how they're going to read, that read very different in the oven. Like
Mhm.
well, not very different. I'm just happy with how it dried.
Yeah.
And that's the truth about yarn too. It's
Mhm.
like when you pull it out, like when it's in the pan, I have an oven full and they're like, whoa, those are really wild. But I'll
Mhm.
pull them out, I'll rinse them and I'll twist them and they will be stunning. So
Yes.
I know how to do that with yarn now. Like I
Mhm.
know what it takes. This is just going to be a little playing around and little getting familiar with colors, how they take to fabric,
Mhm.
but they're going to
Yeah.
be coming your way. I'm so
Well, I'm
excited.
thinking maybe for this one,
This would
this
be
is the, yeah, I agree. This
yeah.
is the Kathy Barrick Autumn Pin Drum. And I am kitting things up. I've got all the accoutrement you need to make the pillow, except for the fiber. So this is going to be really a cool collaboration with you, Sue.
Yeah. I'm so excited because I feel like it's going to make your kits different. Like,
Yes, I agree.
so because I'm not at this point in my life going to be a fabric dyer for the world. I'm going to be a fabric dyer for you at this point.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I
How
know.
exciting.
I know.
The
I feel
other
like,
one, it could be really good for. This came, the Jeanette Douglas, what's it called? Joy Be Thine. And here's the silks that came with it. So none of this is on the website yet because I'm still pulling together things. But I did order silks, and I think I might just order the silks for the rest of mine. And this one would be a special silk one. You know, nice to have a variety.
absolutely, because everyone likes different. Everyone likes different.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm hoping. I have 5 Advent colors left to go. So in a
Oh
week
my
and a half,
gosh.
that piece of Advent will be done. That's a small piece, but the hard labor will be done.
Mm-hmm.
So then I will go to,
That's going to be so fun.
I
Oh
know.
my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Actually, I'm going to work on these in between.
That, yeah, probably you're using different equipment, so maybe you can go back and forth a little.
I am. And yeah, again, the like heating
Listen to me.
process.
Telling
No,
you.
that's what I did yesterday. It's funny though with that one. I was like, a little more. I'll add a little more. Because it's really a different thing. I love dyeing, period. It's just so fun.
It's kind of magical. Like I said, I was picturing you stirring your pot, your cauldron of linen, throwing in dye.
That's what I kept doing. I was like, I'll just throw a little more. It's like I never know like the saturation of.
Yeah.
It's very fun. I'm super excited.
Yeah. Me too. Me too. Can I talk a little bit about a thing that's going to be going into my shop today? Because I wanted.
Yes.
I don't have to. No, but I wanted to do this because I know there's a few of our watchers out there who said, I'm waiting for this, and I don't want to put it on the website until I tell our floss tossers about
Okay,
it.
so you'll put it up once you put the
Video up. Yes. So this will be, gosh, I got stuff all over me. Yeah. So
Wow.
this is, I don't know. I'm so in love with this kit. When I saw this initially, this pattern, I knew I had to do it. So the pattern is the Nutcracker Tree by Tiny Modernist. And I've never done anything by Tiny Modernist. It's so different than anything I've ever done.
I have
But
the
it
Halloween
just,
piece.
yeah.
I love it.
It just, I don't know. I love the fabric she chose. It's an aqua dyed from Fabric Flare. How do you say that? Snow on Aqua by Fabric Flare. Yeah. And I thought this would be a good one to not only kit up in the linen, but also in the Ada. So I'm going to have kits with, this is the Ada linen. Ada fabric, and this is the linen, and you can tell that it's just a little, it takes the dye differently. This is a little lighter.
But it's the same fabric with the dots.
Yep. And what I've done with this kit, I mean, I thought this is all DMC. So you're going to need floss tags. So I put together some white snowflake floss tags, and a little charm is on there too. You'll either get the candy cane charm or you'll get the Christmas tree charm on your floss tags.
Oh, you're so good at details.
I just thought that would be a fun little thing to add to the kit for you guys. So these will be in the shop when the video goes up.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I know, and I serged all the fabric. They're cut into the piece that you need. I was a little generous, as I usually am, so you have at least 3.5 to 4 inch margin around your piece.
Now tell me this. Let me see the picture again, please.
Yeah.
As far as starting point, because that's not a typical, like, do you think people will start?
I would start at the top.
That's true. You could just right in the center and down. That's smart. Yep.
That's how I stitch now. I usually start like in the top or the upper right hand corner, or I would start right at that start and work my way down.
So for people that don't, like, this might be newer to you, would fold your fabric in half, lengthwise, and center the star on that and go down probably 3 inches.
Exactly.
From the top of the star. Yeah.
Yep. So the linen is a 32 count, and the Ada is a 16 count, and you will use 2 strands over 2 for the linen and 2 over 1 obviously for the Ada. But I'm in love.
Oh, that is so great.
So fun to put together. And so that's going to be in the shop. So excited about it. I want to keep one for myself, but I have a feeling they're going to go. I might make another round of them because it was just fun to put together.
Yeah, I think it's a good one. Everything you bought is going to be so nice.
I'm so excited. I also put in the shop, I'm in love with Quarry. So in the shop, I've added some Christmas offerings. I think I showed this the last time. It's all of the cute little characters.
Didn't Molly say she got some punch needle ornaments? Did you put in punch needle ones?
I have some punch needle too. Those are Teresa Kogut.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Do I have them out here? I think I do.
I think Molly said she grabbed some.
Well, I don't have my shop set up yet for Europe, so I need to figure that out. Yeah. And I want to set it up for Europe, Australia. Right now, Canada is on there, but
so is it because of shipping?
Well, I don't know. We need to talk.
Yeah, because for us, that's not,
you just do it, like Canada.
Yeah.
Australia, I'm a little leery right now. I thought I'd wait a couple weeks and see because the U.S. Post,
we do everywhere.
The U.S. Post, they're so backlogged that it would sit, so I didn't want that.
Yeah.
But these are hearts. This is I love the floss and the fabric, but these you can make into like little heart pillows, and they're all little angels. They're little boys and girls. I just could see, making them for your granddaughter and stitching their name on the back for an ornament or a pin cushion. The actual stencil is in here for making it into a heart, but you wouldn't have to. Yeah. I just think this designer, the details are just so much fun on hers. And they're, like you said, you could, in 3 days, 3 nights of stitching was for me.
They come up really fast.
Yeah. Yep. And they look great. DMC looks fantastic with them. So
definitely.
Yeah. And then of course, I think I showed Jack's urn too. I've got a few of those kits, and I'm putting it on more of a you know, like a light beige kind of color. It's light mocha
Is that
instead
my
of
pile?
the gray. Is that in your pile? No, we got to talk about your pile.
I need a pile. What's the background of that? Is that all?
It's all of these like vines.
Oh, I see it now. It
And it's
almost
in
looks like
gray.
words, and I'm like,
Oh, that would be wild. Well, I just
oh,
think it's
darn
so
it, I want
cool.
that.
House and a pumpkin on an urn.
I want it.
The date, October 31st. She's got Eliza Ames, 1823.
Love them.
Really pretty colors there.
Gosh, I think I'm gonna have to send Dave away for a week.
You know what's gonna happen? You know what would happen to me is the house would be so quiet. I would end up on the couch, just kind of. I would end up not doing a thing, I think.
The only reason I would do that is because I become a deer in headlights, because I want to do everything.
Totally.
And I can't figure out what I'm going to do. And
yes.
That's why I thought I'm going to stop dyeing this week, although I am going to dye some fabric and get the house in order, and then just, we'll see.
Yeah. So that's what's in the shop. I have a question before we close for everyone. I really enjoyed just conversing a little more with our friends.
Yeah.
Yes. So I came up with a question because it was inspired by Nell from Little House Crafts. I was watching her latest podcast, Flosstube, and she was sharing Little Yellow
House something.
Yeah, okay. Little Yellow House Crafts, I believe. Yeah, and she was sharing her ribbons that she got from her state fair on her cross stitches. And there's a couple of other Flosstubers that have state fairs, and it's just such a foreign concept to me to enter something into a state fair. It's a lovely idea. So I know that I bet the majority of us do not have state fairs that we enter our stitching in. So I'm curious if you had to enter something of yours that you've stitched. I mean, you have to.
You have to.
I'm like forcing you to put something in. What piece would it be? So I'd love for you all to share what one piece, you know, and it doesn't even have to be stitching. If you want to enter into the fiber arts category.
This is where we need our Discord set up.
Well, at this point, I was going to say email pictures to me at the address below in the description box, and I can put together a little state fair for Floss Toss.
Rachel, you're the best.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Let's
have our own state fair. It's a world fair.
Okay, so we have something called the Big E, and it's I think it's considered for New England in Springfield, Mass, which is 40 minutes away from us. It's the coolest. I haven't been in years. It's one of those things you go to every 5 years. The food, I just go for the food because every state, like Maine, has the lobster rolls. And potato. Oh, it's so fun. I'm starving. It's very fun, and there is a needlework part of it, and I haven't been in years. I'm not quite ready to make that jump into crowds. I wish I was, because I was.
That's why we're doing a virtual Floss Toss World's Fair.
You're the best. I love it. Okay,
so maybe that will inspire us to get going on Discord. But for now, let's just stick with it's treehouseknits@gmail.com. It's the email address in the description box. Send me a photo.
Send you the photo.
Maybe we'll even give away virtual ribbons.
Do you think it has to be finished, huh?
Well, I think our judges would frown upon unfinished.
Does it have to be? No, it can be a pillow. It can be anything.
Well, yeah, we'll have to maybe just send us anything and we will put it in the category. I don't want to make it any more difficult.
I say send rug hooking. That's what I would enter. I'll send you my picture of what I would enter.
Okay, yes. And then let's figure out the Discord thing.
Yeah, we have to figure that out.
Wouldn't that be fun? Every week we could have our question and we could talk about it in Discord. And I know there's people out there who are like, I am not going on Discord.
Don't be
afraid.
It's free. That was a question this morning. It's free. It's like a chat room.
But it's secure, and we're not going to get weirdos.
Oh,
in our
no, you
chat
have to
room.
be a member. You have to be a
Yeah.
member. Yeah, I love the idea. I'll talk to Chelsea and Joanna. We'll figure that out.
Yeah, and I think it's a little more user friendly than a Facebook group
It also
as well.
feels very safe, like no lurkers. Same with like Chelsea and I did that Twitch. It was so safe. There was no like, oh, what if someone jumps on and starts asking ridiculous questions, like not nice questions.
Mhm.
And it feels very much like you're with a group of friends.
Yeah.
And it is a way for Chelsea, and I know we've done the same with our business, is to get to know our customers.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
yeah, like our customer base is family. It's really,
Yeah.
and it's big, but it's
Yes.
family. It really is. So it'd be nice to create that same feel
Yeah.
here and around your shop even. Like
Yeah.
it's very special. It really is.
Yeah.
I
So
love
we'll
it.
work
I'm
on
all
that.
in.
But until then, what you must look at me, look in my eyes.
I'm afraid right now. I'm afraid.
I'm gonna look right in the camera.
That is
You have to enter into the World Fair. What are you going to enter? Just write it down below, and then if you are so willing to send us a picture, because we would love to share it on in our World's Fair.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
No, I love it. I also thought like, oh, you could almost do a hashtag, but this will keep it more. I like this better.
Yeah, I don't know how many people are. I think there's a lot of us on Instagram, but I don't know if all of the YouTubers are. I don't know.
No,
Let's just
and a lot
go
of
this route.
people, a lot of people are starting to branch off and to be more into this like group situation instead of just everybody.
Yes, I think it's more of a. We all appreciate the work so much, and it'll be a safe place to display your fair item.
Oh. All right. Boy.
All right, thank you,
We have a lot of
everyone.
work to do.
I know.
you.
Every time we leave here, I don't know about you all watching, but my mind is just going a million miles an hour of what I want to work on.
Same. I'm same.
So we'll try and be back in 2 weeks as usual. And until we meet again, enjoy your stitching.
Enjoy your stitching or quilting or hooking or whatever you love to do.
Bye.
Bye, guys.